the calls.
You'll eventually get the 20% back. That Silver Connect card is going to pay her co-payments. Remicade, I believe, is an injectable, and her hospitalization co-payments. And tell them to turn his Part B on. So as I was saying before the top of the hour, Michael C. Giuliano reached out to me. He's a Republican-American business reporter. Reached out to me and said, hey, do you have any information on the 1095A situation? Now, I know because I'm a broker and I've been doing the Access Health about it, but I would love to hear from a reporter. He is currently right now on line 2. We will put him through. Michael C. Giuliani with the Republican-American. Talk to me. How you been, my friend?
Doing okay. How about you?
Good. Okay, so he's a business reporter with the Republican-American. He was so intelligent that he went on the Access Health website and found the agents licensed to sell within a certain, parameter region of probably, you see him by the names, you probably picked about a 30-mile radius. You sent out to me, hey, do you have any information on the 1095As, and do you have any clients that have had problems with it? Go ahead, take this away and give me what your knowledge has found.
Okay, well, what I was able to do is I was able to find through some tax preparers in the region that I was able to talk to that, for example, one of them said that as many as 50 of her clients as of Friday, the day before the story ran, were still waiting for corrected forms so they could file their tax returns before the April 15 deadline.
Okay.
This one tax preparer, she said, it's been horrible. And in fact, she said that, quote, one time we were on hold for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and then a recording came on saying it was the end of business day and then hung up.
Oh.
And then I spoke to another tax preparer and, in Waterbury actually, and she said that, almost all of a dozen clients who got insurance through the exchange are still waiting for their corrected forms.
That is true.
Yeah. So
the first time the forms went out, they were incorrect. So there was a massive problem. Right. And then they sent out in the newspapers, which was quite costly. They had to take out ads to say, look, we made a mistake. We will be sending you a second one. Go ahead, Michael. Keep going.
Right. And now when I spoke to Access Health Connecticut last week, they had said that as of March 31st, that they had received, corrected, and sent back about 1,000 forms that had been returned with wrong mailing addresses. And then they had sent back another 939 forms with incorrect tax credit information. And they said that was as of March 31st, which was Tuesday of last week. And so I asked their spokesperson, okay, so that's as of March 31st. And when I was talking to them last week, that would have been April 3rd, Friday. And I asked them the day before, I said, well, can you please tell me since then, how many more forms have you had come in that have been requested for correction, and how many of those have you sent back? And that's where I was met with no response.
Oh, really?
No response whatsoever. Yeah, and I actually had left voicemail messages, emails that were very well placed and very explicit in what I was looking for. So there's no mystery as to what I was trying to find. And the story that I was doing before it even run, they knew what I was doing. No response. I had to write in my story that the spokesperson did not respond to a question seeking information on how many more forms need correcting or how many requests for corrected forms have come in since March 31st. So we don't know. I mean, it's just that they had said they sent out, 900 or so for wrong mailing addresses and then 1,000 for incorrect 1095A information as of March 31st. But I kept telling them, I said, well, that's great. I really, respect and honor you for doing that. However, it doesn't jibe with what I'm hearing from tax preparers. That they're saying they're still, having their clients come in, and they're saying that they're still waiting for these corrected forms. So to tell you the truth, I don't know what to tell you.
No, that's why I have you on the airwaves, because it's just a good third-party individual who did some research. And you get paid by the Republican American to do stories. Look how much resistance you faced. Imagine being just a simple client who bought insurance through the exchange, not knowing how to do research, not having the patience to wait 2 hours. They literally are like, I don't know what I'm doing. To tell you the truth, the reason I'm excited to have you on is because I'd like kind of a correspondence liaison where when something comes up as far as the people need to hear, sometimes I'm being an insurance agent am a little skewed where I'm pro-insurance. But someone like yourself as a reporter, you can be for the people. And this is quite confusing. They really don't have a grasp on it this first year.
Right.
There are friends of mine that now work for the exchange. I know that they themselves are even a little confused. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, no names for HIPAA reasons. But they've said to me, you know, we literally don't know. No government employee ever came up to train us. We were given a manual, and we had to read it and find out how this is working. So for people out there who haven't filed their taxes, what a 1095-A is, it is the amount of advanced premium tax credit or a tax subsidy that you received from the government or Access Health Connecticut or the carrier, however you want to say it. You received an allotted amount of money based on your income. That 1095-A was supposed to be given to you properly the first time. You were supposed to bring it to your accountant, and whatever you received was supposed to come off your tax return. Is that how you interpret the law?
Yes, absolutely, and that's right. And I'm no expert, a journalist.
Right, but in rehearsal, you sounded extremely knowledgeable. Believe me, that's why you're on the Airways Live. You did a great job, and you did your homework thoroughly.
Right,
You've got this down, Michael.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. One thing I did want to mention is that Access Health Connecticut, they did, because of course I asked them, give me some explanation as to what caused all these problems. And they gave some reasons. Would you like me to mention a few of them?
Please do.
Sure.
You've got open airwaves.
Okay. First I said that part of the problem might be the actual consumers. They said, Access Health Connecticut said, that they were receiving requests daily from consumers who may have lost their original form. They said many consumers did not know what the document was when they first received it and may have thrown it away or misplaced it.
Right.
And now need a new copy. and AHCT, Access Health Connecticut, said that in January it sent postcards to qualified health care plan consumers telling them the forms were mailed, what the document was, and why they needed it. And she also told them where they could find more information. So then there's that. So it's problems on both sides. But at the same time, she also said, hey, listen, part of the problem is with us. She said, listen, AHCT is a 2-year-old company,
right,
and we are improving daily. And, she said, we said since day one, we are not perfect. There will be bumps along the way, and we take each bump very seriously and work diligently to help our consumers through each issue.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like it's just, this is the first time around for both sides, the consumers and the state and federal agencies. And so it's been a bit of a rough go for sure.
Absolutely. It has been rough to be in this industry. It has been a nightmare. Literally 7 days a week, my phone rings off the hook. My wife, Diana, is very patient. She's like, well, you take a phone call regardless. I'd be on the toilet in the morning and the phone's ringing at 7:30 in the morning. At night, just wrapping it up after dinner with a glass of wine, ringing, ringing, ringing. They don't know where to go. No one has anywhere to go on this. There's no set book. And the accountants, they really weren't educated on this. They got some general knowledge. They know that, you're going to pay taxes now on your insurance. But they never got an official training program to figure out how to get this form. All right. So we're going to take a commercial break. Man, Tommy, that board's been lit up all day. For those callers that are on call, please call back after the commercial breaks. We have some sponsors we need to plug. Talk to you in a few minutes.